Welcome to Barprov. SF Barprov. And its seventh glorious or infamous year, depending on how you're looking at it. Please put your hands together and clap with me as we bring to the stage your host for the evening, Abel.
Dedicated fans here tonight. Thanks you all for coming out on a holiday. Give yourself a round of applause for coming to some live comedy. Woo! I have a baby face. Doesn't help that I'm wearing a cute kerchief right now. But I get a lot of inane comments about age because I look younger than I am. I'm 33, and I feel like I should be like shouting that whenever I meet a new person, just so because last summer I was out at an Italian restaurant. We'd had a long day. We were so hungry and happy to be there. And the waiter comes over to our table and hands me a kids menu. And I don't know if you know the age cutoff for a kids menu, but it's usually 11. And he puts it down in front of me, leans in and says, "Here, see if you can figure this out," and hands me a pen. And I'm less upset that he handed me the kids menu than that he gave me a ballpoint pen for a coloring page. Where are my crayons? How am I supposed to bring this lively aquarium scene to life with a black ballpoint pen? All of the fish are gonna be depressed. This one's depressed, and this one's depressed, and this one's been cut out of the family. Doesn't help when I'm wearing a cartoon shirt, wearing a backpack, riding a razor scooter. Sometimes all three of those are happening at the same time. I went to the beach last week because I'm trying to soak up the last bit of summer before it starts getting dark out at 5. And it was a really peaceful day. The temperature is perfect, nice breeze. I was just listening to the waves, trying to regulate my breathing, feel a little meditative. There were a lot of children playing. I greatly dislike children, but it added to the atmosphere. Off to the side, there's a guy fishing. He's got his camping chair set up and a pole in the water, and I just noticed his pole starts bending like crazy, and it looks like he's caught something. Oh, music. And I'm thinking, did he actually catch something, or is it like in the cartoons where you catch like a boot, or a bunch of seaweed or something? But he's frantically pacing the beach, trying to reel whatever it is on shore, and suddenly it becomes clear that he's actually got something quite substantial, because you see the water moving around on the shore, and he starts easing this leopard shark onto the beach, drops to one knee, and starts punching it to death.
Jeez.
All the children are crying, people are yelling. I'm sitting, I don't know what to feel. I'm half mortified and I'm half laughing because I was a little bit stoned. Needless to say, it was terrifying for all, and this shark is ceased to be, and all he says to all the onlookers is, "Dinner," and he proceeds to drag the shark all the way across the beach to his chair. He doesn't even have a cooler for anything he's bought that day, so it's just sitting there. Then I see him strap on some surgical gloves.
Oh.
Yeah. And I'm thinking this actually is gonna happen. He's gonna gut the shark on the beach. And he sticks his hand into the shark and just pulls out the fishing hook. And people are filming all of this, and I'm like, where are you gonna post this, and to who? Who is interested in this? But I was also asking myself, does he do this with every fish that he catches? Even if it's this big, does he drop to his knee and beat it to death? Even if it's like a minnow. My next question is, can you eat a leopard shark? Is this safe? was he actually planning to cook it up that night? And indeed you can, and I don't know how I feel about knowing this information. I used to work as a mental health counselor, and I would do the bare minimum to get to work, probably because I was like a little depressed myself. So I would just, throw on some clothes, deodorant, brush my teeth, and put on a hat. I would never do my hair. And I would show up like this every day to work. And clients crave consistency. So one day I decided to do my hair. And I show up to work, and the clients are like, "You're not wearing a hat." I'm like, "No, I did my hair this morning." "But you always wear a hat." I'm like, "Yes, and today I decided to look a little nicer." And they're like, "Don't fuck with us, we're mentally ill." I work in the cannabis industry now, which is sort of a different type of healthcare, but it's kind of moving a little more toward the retail end of things now that it's recreational. So you get a lot of retail-esque customers instead of what I thought would be like super chill, super compassionate. There's two types of weed. There's sativa and indica. Sativa is the one that's energetic. So they'll come in and say to me, "We want sativa." I'm like, "We don't want to fall asleep." I'm like, "Okay, well, here's your options." "We don't want to go to sleep." I'm like, "Well, you're smoking the wrong drug. I don't know how to help you. I think you should grab a cup of coffee." That's like 65% of the customers I deal with all day. But at the dispensary I currently work at, you can smoke on the job, which I don't do because I get really quiet and weird and self-conscious. And, respond to things 5 minutes after they've been said, which confuses people. But pretty much all my coworkers are smoking on the job, and it makes for some very interesting conversations. So there's like a culture around lunchtime in the offices. Like you're sitting there, and everybody has to fucking comment on what you're eating for lunch. "Oh, what'd you have? What'd you bring? Did you make it yourself? Did you go out? Where'd you go?" And it bothers me to no end. I'm like, let me fucking eat in peace. But one week I brought spaghetti and I brought my own Parmesan cheese, and someone's like, "Whoa, he brought his own Parmesan cheese." I'm like, and then Stony guy says, "You should grow your own salt." And I thought about this for a split second, but since I've done comedy, I just respond back, "That sounds expensive." I would have to purchase a large body of water and then wait around for it to turn into salt, and it just sounds time consuming, and you don't pay me enough here. And he said, no, just get a bucket. I'm like, what? So we decided I was gonna go to Home Depot, buy a $4 bucket, and just steal someone else's salt and fill a hole with salt water. And the tagline for this imaginary business is cultivating one bucket at a time. Then he asked me, what do I think of flying turtles? And I was like, the ones in Mario, or like actual turtles. And then he just looks at me and he's like, you decide. And I answered actual turtles because I think they deserve a break, right? They can only move an inch an hour walking along, so why not let them have wings? Why not let them soar? Why not let them take a load off, literally, with a giant shell on their back? So then for the next 10 minutes, we discuss what's that gonna look like. The shell will open like a ladybug shell, and it'll just fly around. One day I was in the break room, and my assistant manager walks in, and she looks just out of it, and she's like, it's like I've never worked here before. Everyone is a vortex. And my team lead says, I know what you mean. But being in cannabis has taught me not to care about what I say to other people all that much anymore. So in my other place of work, I was ringing someone up and it was a couple, and my back was to them because I was on the register, and I overhear the girl go, can't see myself in the mirror. And I whip around and I'm like, maybe you're a ghost. And her partner says, oh my God, I hope not. To which I reply, yeah, you'd probably prefer your partner to be in corporeal form. A little nervous because my parents are in the audience. Yay! Just kidding, they're in my head. This is no joke, I'm being serious right now. My granddad invented tater tots. He did. Yeah, we even have the paperwork from the 70s to prove how they came up with this concept and a picture of me next to the prototype machine. We are so Irish potato thing, and then my uncle was the Bishop of San Francisco. He recently passed away, but his funeral is on YouTube. And my family are drinkers, so we have the trifecta. Irish Catholic alcoholics. And 1 year for Lent, my stepmom decided that she would give up Chardonnay, which if you know her is a big deal because every night she'd have like 3 or 4 glasses of Chardonnay. So I was like, wow, let's see her do this. And instead, she switched to gin. So now, instead of measuring out glasses of Chardonnay, she's free pouring gin into a glass with a splash of tonic water. And I said, I don't think that's the point. And she says, I don't really like gin. I'm like, oh, boo-hoo, you're suffering. Here's a non sequitur for you. Are there any vegetarians in the audience? No. Yeah! All right, awesome. How do you justify eating animal crackers? Because, like, they're super cute and they have little faces that smile up at you. And what's the first thing that you do when you eat an animal cracker?
Bite off its head.
That is the universal answer. You bite its head off. Which seems a little carnivorous to me. But I have a solution, which you may or may not agree with. Those pills that turn into sponge animals when you add water. You could take the pill, and you wouldn't see it turn into an animal on its way down, and then you would just pass it, which might be depending on when you have a BM, a fun surprise. Yeah. Thank you, 1 minute. My dad has a very interesting way of dealing with bugs in the house. My sister's very arachnophobic. So if she sees a spider in the room, she will run to the far end of the house and yell, I'm not coming in there until it's taken care of. But my dad's solution is to take a piece of Scotch tape and tape the spider to the wall. I love this joke because half the audience is mollified and half the audience is like, ha ha ha. But it's clear tape, right? So you can still see the spider moving its spider legs. And my sister's like, what is wrong with you? I can still see it. I'm not sleeping in here. And he'll wait until the spider has passed on, rip the tape off, and throw it away. And I asked him, well, why don't you just trap it under a cup or something, use paper towels, set it free? And he was like, well, paper towels are expensive. But I was walking up the carpeted stairs in his house one day, and I hit a certain step, and I hear he had taped a giant bug to the carpeted stairs. And that's when I decided, enough is enough! This is bullshit! What the fuck is going on here? All right, you guys ready for your first act?
Yeah!
This group has been together since 2014. This is their first show since 2016 as a group all together. Are you ready for some fantastic letters? The colorized letters! Yeah!